Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Banner by Michael Williams.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. We will now have the National African American Anthem by Mogan Swola Aspinall.
Every voice and sing to earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening stars. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who has brought us the stars on our way, Thou who has by Thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray. Rest our feet straight from the places our God where we met Thee. Bless our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget Thee. Shadow
I've seen a lot of administrations. And I must say that this is the most diverse administration of the county's history. And it's all due to the gentleman going to introduce our county exec, Edmund Gowdy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Certainly an honor to join with you as we celebrate Black History Month. And so the weather may have tried to curtail our celebration, but we are here today in a wonderful government seat. And I love to celebrate here because, you know, this is where we practice democracy in government. We try to bring people to our seat to have celebrations throughout the year from all walks of life and all culture, and we're here today to celebrate Black History Month. I'm thrilled my wife Linda was able to join with me here today. Thanks, Lynn. So there's a lot to celebrate. There's been a lot of progress, a lot of people to be proud of. But I think that today I want to restrict my words to celebrate those in my government that are making history. Because we are in fact making history here with the leaders in my government that work so hard day in and day out. My administration, it's our government, my administration, and many of them are being recognized here today. And I just couldn't be more proud of them. We've had great successes here in making government more affordable. We have the safest county, the safest large suburban county in the United States of America. The crime down 25% since I took office. The lowest since statistics have ever been recorded. That's a great achievement. And then you turn to creating jobs and opportunities, and you'll find our unemployment rate is the lowest in the region, lower than our neighbors. That's because the people, I believe, in this administration make that extra effort, that care, that concern, and work so hard. And it is indeed a team effort. And that team includes those that are employed here on our team, those that volunteer their time and effort in the many citizen committees that we have here, and all of you in this room that have taken time out of your busy schedules to recognize that, to participate and offer suggestions. So, I'll just say a few words here. First, I'm thrilled that Robert Olden is here, our former Deputy County Executive. Let's hear it for Robert. As you know, legislator, I had the opportunity to work with Robert, and he's a true gentleman and a leader. And he's being recognized as a living legend, and he is a living legend. We have another living legend that's still working day in and day out with us, and that is our Deputy County Executive for Finance, Eric Norton. Eric? Of course, someone that I'm very proud of. I've met him first to provide spiritual guidance, and now he leads our County Office of Minority Affairs as a Deputy County Executive, and as Bishop Elliott Bishop, and his lovely wife Sheila is here to be recognized for all hard work and inspiration day in and day out. Believe me, I need it. We also have our County Treasurer, Beaumont Jefferson, where they are. A good friend and someone I know many, many years, and now serving in the Comptroller's office as his chief deputy, and a good friend and someone that always could bring a smile to your face, and that is our good friend, James Gardner. Now, we have people that not are directly in my administration, but work very, very hard in this government and being recognized today. First, where would we be without our judiciary? And we have with us the Honorable Andrea Phoenix. Judge Phoenix, you with us here today? And I've had the opportunity to be here and see the fine work that you do and the care and passion and concern that you've demonstrated, especially for our youth, and we do appreciate that. And next to Judge Phoenix is Judge Carter as well. Judge, thank you very much for being here as well. From the District Attorney's Office, we have Dana Redway Boylan. I don't know that she was able to make it here yet, but we do want to recognize her as well. And in our administration and working on, we have Sergeant Debbie Lewis from the Sheriff's Department. Sergeant, thank you very much. And in the police department area, I interact with often and regularly. We have Inspector Keyshawn Sewell in the police department with SIS. Responsibilities, and we appreciate all that you do. And we appreciate all our police officers do in keeping, great order here in our county of Nassau. And we appreciate that. Now, I have to make sure that I don't suffer from the same thing and miss anyone. Those are our honorees, and they're being recognized, but there are many, many more people in county government that work hard that we want to mention. Obviously, Rodney McRae, who now is our executive director, soon will be our executive director of Human Rights. This year. Mel Harris. Mel Harris is with us part-time, but there's a full-time member of passion for government. I really appreciate all you do, Mel. So I hope I didn't miss anyone in our administration, but I do want to point out to fine people how hard they do work and the profound difference that they've made here in our great county. We have to continue to support them. I thank them publicly here for their time, effort, and passion in making this county an even better place to live, work, and raise a family. God bless you. Thank all our honorees. Let's acknowledge them and give them applause, and we'll hear from them in just a bit. Thank you.
Another presentation, Mountaintop, performed by Andrew Colbreth.
Good evening. Good evening. All we say to America is, be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China, or even Russia, or any totalitarian country, maybe I can understand some of these legal injunctions. Maybe I can understand the denial for certain basic First Amendment privileges, because they hadn't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for right. And so just as I say, we're not going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we're not going to let any injunction turn us around. We are going on. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We got some difficult days ahead. But it doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. And I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I looked over. And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you. But I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Thank you.
We will now have our Living Legends presentations to Robert L. Olden Sr., the Lifetime Achievement, and Eric C. Martin, Deputy County Executive of Finance.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Maggie Rodriguez, and I'm with the Nassau County Commission on Human Rights. It is really an honor to be standing here tonight and to introduce Deputy County Exec Olden. I remember when I first started working here, just like Rodney, about 20 years ago, and we met with Mr. Olden. The first thing when he walked into the office and he said, I have an open door policy. And that he had. Robert L. Olden Sr. was the first African-American deputy county exec. Mr. Olden was Deputy Planning and Economic Development Commissioner. He was, as a member, and ultimately chairman of the Nassau County Community College Board of Trustees. As one of two deputy county execs, Mr. Olden was a liaison aide to groups concerned with affirmative action, economic opportunity, social services, human rights, and minority issues. He called himself the Human Rights Deputy, and he had an open door policy. Quote, I feel that if I have just 2 minutes and the person is coming only to vent his or her frustration, I will see that person. I've had my own problems in the trenches. I once made a commitment to myself that if I ever got into a high government position, I would be available to all. Mr. Olden, or as I would like to call Deputy County Exec Olden, is a Tuskegee Airman, and he first encountered discrimination in the Air Force, and I quote, if I wanted to get those wings, I had to fly 2 missions, where the whites had to fly only 1. He served 3 years as a navigator, bombardier, and recognition officer in the Strategic Air Command. I quote, it gave me a rude awakening of what I would have to do to make it in these United States. From the start, Deputy County Olden made it clear to County Executive Order that he was in his post only to help solve problems and not to be the sole black deputy for black problems. Deputy County Executive.
Thank you very much. It's indeed a privilege and a pleasure to hear those remarks. I thought I was only doing my job, and I enjoyed it. But I made a pledge that regardless of what time of day it was, if you had a problem, I have a solution. And that was my motto. I want to thank you for this opportunity. I want to say that if it had not been for those whose shoulder I stood on, I would have never made it this far. And I promised myself, if I ever got into that seat, my door will be wide open to everybody, regardless of race, creed, or color. And I made that possible for those who work under my assignment, that they're to keep an open door to address any and every problem that comes. And if they couldn't solve it, tell them to send it to me. And I will do my utmost to get a solution to that problem. But I want to say that without the support of my family, my wife, and my family, I would not have been able to participate in round the clock with no given hours. Because of their understanding, I had a phone that was open 24 hours. And I was able to adhere to it. And here I stand, still healthy and wise, and ready to conquer the world. Thank you very much.
Dr. Reverend Philip Elliott with the next presentation. Dr. Reverend Philip Elliott serves as the Deputy County Executive for the Health and Human Services. Prior to his appointment as Deputy County Executive, Dr. Elliott served as Executive Director of Minority Affairs and prior as CEO for the Antioch Housing Fund Corporation and the Antioch Community Development Corporation. Dr. Elliott obtained his Bachelor's of Science in Business Education Administration from Elizabeth City State University in North Carolina and a Master's of Divinity from Virginia University. He attended Howard University for graduate studies for public administration degree and was conferred in his doctorate in divinity from Virginia Seminary College in Lynchburg, Virginia. He also went on to do further doctoral work in administration and education at Fordham University. Dr. Elliott is an ordained minister and a senior pastor of the Antioch Baptist Church in Hempstead. No further long ado, Dr. Reverend Philip Elliott. Thank you very much. Judge Andrea Phoenix.
I think that I have to follow my pastor and say thank you very much for this prestigious award. I've now set the tone. Thank you, Nassau County.
Okay, the next person is Beaumont Jefferson. Beaumont Jefferson was appointed Nassau County Treasurer in March 2013. He is responsible for cash management, accounts payable, disbursement of the $2.9 billion yearly in bond financing. His professional experience includes 24 years in the financial services at J.P. Morgan Chase. Mr. Jefferson is a member of the Nassau County Deferred Compensation Board and served as the president of the Sherwood Civic Association and chairman of the Westbury Little League. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Management from SUNY Hall Westbury and has pursued advanced studies in Certified Financial Planning at NYU New York University. Mr. Jefferson and his wife of 21 years, Louisa, have a 17-year-old son, Brandon. Beaumont.
Thank you very much. It also says that I'm also a local politician in Westbury, so you know anytime you get an opportunity to be in front of the mic, I'm going to just say thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for coming out tonight. I would also like to congratulate my fellow honorees, and I would also like to just thank the young people that are here tonight. Andrew and Philip, if he's still in the room, you guys did a fantastic job, and it's always fantastic when you see young people doing what they love and actually finding their gift. Yeah. So you are very gifted, and I expect great things from you. And Philip, you're very gifted with your dance, and I hope everything happens. And all you young people that are here tonight, you guys are the future, and I want you guys to realize that and keep it up. I also want to thank my wife, Louisa, who couldn't be here this evening. We've been married 21 years. I grew up in Brooklyn. I moved to Westbury. We have one son. I want to thank them for all that they put up with, because I'm not sure why I got involved, but there was something, just like these young people that are here, they're gifted. There was always something that drove me to serve community, and I always got involved in community-related things, whether it was my civic or the Little League, whatever the calling was, I always got involved in that. So, you know, they really put up with a lot. I want to thank my mom. My mom couldn't be here. She's actually traveling back to Barbados, where she splits it. I'm lucky her. But I want to thank her because, you know, I grew up in a single-parent home. And my mother was relentless about just making sure that I did all the right things. You know, my mother never stopped. She worked 2 jobs. She worked, you know, overnight. We stayed at home alone. So, you know, it was a struggle, but, you know, I always look back and I thank her for all the things that she sacrificed. With that said, I also want to thank my staff here at the county, because they work hard, they're the real stars that you know, as a county, we really work. We have a lot of people who do a fantastic job, and they work hard. I reported to Mr. Eric Norton over there, and Mr. Eric Norton is a fantastic person to work for. But before I do that, luck and I'm not going to take a whole lot of more time, but I got to say a few things. You have to be lucky and you have to work hard. I believe in working hard, and also believe that certain people are put in your path to help you along the way. So if you work hard and you do all the right things, I believe that things come together. When Deputy County Executive Edward P. Mangano was elected, I received a call about whether I was interested in working for county government. I went over and I met with the county executive, and I told him about my experience in banking, and I was still working at the bank, and I went back and I kind of said, where do I want to go? And after I met the county executive, I said, you know what, I'll go over to the county and I'll work for the county. He asked me about my experience. I said, listen, here's my experience, here's my resume, and we just kind of hit it off, and he was put in the way for me to actually, become the county treasurer. I became the deputy county treasurer in 2010 and was promoted to the treasurer in 2013. I enjoy my job. I learn a lot. I try not to stay, stagnant, and I'm just thankful for everything that I've been blessed with. But I want to also say that without the people before me, nothing is really possible. So what I try to do is set an example for the young people, and also look back and I look at all the great people that's come before me, and all the wonderful things and all the sacrifices that they made in order to get to this point. And we still have a long road to travel, but I think that with the young people that we have out there, we'll get there. And with the leadership in the community, and for all the people that are here tonight that are doing great things in their community, I say keep it up. And I say, we'll keep the struggle going. Thank you.
Citation. Now, let me just say this. You talk longer than a deputy county executive. Longer than 2 judges. So let's hear it for the former treasurer.
After that, she worked at the TriCap Senior Citizen Center, where she loved working with the young as well as with seniors. Upon graduating from Westbury High School, she was accepted into the EOP program at CW Post LIU and graduated there with her Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. Debbie started her career with the Nassau County Sheriff's Department in 1988. She worked with the female inmate population, the male minor shock and hip programs, and the Employee Assistance Coordinator for the Employee Assistance Program, which allowed her to utilize that degree. In 1995, Officer Lewis proudly stepped in to assist and coordinate the female minor and nursery programs. She held this position until her promotion in July of 1999 as Correctional Corporal. Debbie was promoted to Correctional Sergeant in 2012 and currently works as an Administrative Sergeant for the Sheriff's Department. Please, Ms. Debbie Lewis Williams, come forward.
Thank you, and thank you for those who made their speeches a little longer. Former Mayor James Garner is the first African-American mayor in the Village of Hempstead, New York, from 1989 to 2005, and he is currently served as the Nassau County Deputy Comptroller. During his tenure as mayor, he took a lead role in revitalization and redevelopment and housing issues facing Hempstead, and as a panelist in the 2002 White House Conference on minority home ownership, among other roles. In 2003, the United States Conference of Mayors elected him as the 61st president, a position he held for 1 year. Daddy, come on.
Thank you, Yolanda. The executive met young lady there. He was small enough to go around and get a petition for everybody I know in here. But let me just say, as my pastor say, I am just as proud as a peacock. I'm going to reach protocol in a minute and ask the county executive and the county controller, would you please come up here, please? The reason reason I asked these two guys to come up here, because they took a bold step in appointing the treasurer, Beaumont Jefferson. Come on up, Beaumont. These are the guys I work with every day. And Eric Lloyd. Come on up, Eric. These are the finance guys. These are the money guys right here. These are the money guys. County Executive Trustee for $3 billion.
In October of 1997 and graduated the police academy as a class representative. She worked street patrol in the 5th precinct, worked undercover assignments, and was designated to the rank of detective in 2004. After being promoted to sergeant in 2005, Inspector Sewell was assigned to the 3rd precinct. Then she became an investigator with IAB, Internal Affairs Unit, and subsequently became a detective sergeant in both the 1st Squad and Narcotics Vice Bureau. In 2008, she was selected to attend the 235th session of the prestigious FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia. Inspector Sewell was selected by her peers as the class spokesman for the National Academy, becoming only the 2nd woman in the history of this institution to give the commencement address. Wow. She is the Deputy Commanding Officer of the department's crisis negotiation team, and she's been a hostage negotiator for over a decade. She's a New York State Certified Police Instructor, has won the Meritorious Police Award, and as the first female African-American ever promoted to the rank of inspector in the Nassau County Police Department, she commands the department's Major Case Bureau. Please put your hands together for our
I'm humbled to sit among these honorees. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and I am truly thankful for this honor. Thank you so much.
And moving forward, we have the Honorable Judge Gerald Carter. Judge Gerald Carter is a judge for the Nassau County Court of New York. He was elected to this position in 1998 and was re-elected in 2008. His current term ends in 2017. Judge Gerald Carter received his BA degree from Fisk University in 1974 and his Juris Doctorate degree from Howard University in 1977. Judge Carter began his career in 1977 as an Assistant District Attorney for the Town of Hempstead, New York. He worked in that capacity until 1980 and then worked as a private practice lawyer with his father, specializing in criminal, labor, and sports law. From 1983 to 1990, he served as a negotiating attorney for the Hempstead School Board. His judicial career began in 1989 when he became judge of the Hempstead County District Court, where he served through 2007. In 1997, he also worked as a town attorney of Hempstead, New York. He also joined the county attorney in county court in 1998 and was appointed to an acting Supreme Court justice the following year. He served on the Supreme Court in 2007, and in 2008 he was re-elected to the county court. Welcome to the podium, and also call my second father, Judge Gerald Carter.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. I think it's important that we reinforce every time we can that there are positive things happening in our community. I also want to thank the young man who gave breath to Reverend Martin Luther King speech. I mean, to see him actually articulate it with the emotion was incredible. The last thing I want to do, because I'm not going to get fired now. The last thing I want to do is to invite you all to another celebration tomorrow at 12:30 at the Nassau County Supreme Court. We're celebrating Black history there. We're going to have food. I told you we're going to have curry goat and oxtails and chicken. So for those of you who want to have a free lunch, and we're honoring Governor Patterson. The theme is Beyond Selma, a series of firsts. So we're honoring Governor Patterson, Mayor James Garner, and a host of others are going to be mentioned. But thank you for this time and this honor, and I appreciate you guys coming out and witnessing this.
And on behalf of Minority Affairs, we so appreciate everybody coming out. We really appreciate the young people taking the time We asked the honorees if they would stay and take photographs with you guys, those of you before you pack up and everything. And we'd also like to make mention of one of the members of the Minority Affairs Council, Mr. Jeffrey Johnson is here. And I don't see anyone else.
It's always a pleasure to have our elected officials. Kara Salages is here.
But as my colleague, who's a member of the College of Bishops, Bishop Lionel Harvey, if he would come and bring us to the
Let's do it like this. Can we all stand since we're being really back to these things? If you wouldn't mind joining hands with the person next to you. Bless God, we thank you now for what we witness in this consecrated place. You've been good to us, and down through the years we realize if it had not been for you who was on our side. You reach down your Jehovistic hand and you touch us with your finger of love, and you keep us even when we don't want to be kept. So we say thank you for all that we witness in this place. God, you've been good, and that's all you've ever been. So dismiss us from this place, but never from your presence. Now unto him who was able to keep us from falling, and present us faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and then.